Hey there, you're watching Go Island, where I'm standing out in the rain again because there's a third flag about to be raised above City Hall.
Aaron Visiev Financial's Go Island is brought to you by Aaron Visiev Financial.
Well, hello there, you are watching Go Island. We are out here in the rain because it's a very special day. It's the day that the Royal Canadian Legion raises the Remembrance Day flag over City Hall. And here to tell us about it is the president of the Royal Canadian Legion, Branch 293, Monty Elliston. Monty, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Did you arrange this rain or did it just kind of happen?
No, it kind of snuck up on us. I had the tap turned off for a while there, but somebody found it.
Well, now that I know you've got the tap, I'll be calling you. So, Monty, every year the flag is raised. Why is it raised?
It's our day of remembrance, and it's raised for the week of the poppy season, and it's for the remembrance of all those who have gone before us.
And it is such a serious time. You and I have talked about this because Remembrance Day is such a solemn time. It's not to the glory of war. It is about remembrance, isn't it?
It is. There is no glory, as we've said before, but to remember those that have gone before us to give us what we have today. Yeah, especially in light of what's happened in Ottawa in this last little while.
Brought it all home, didn't it?
It did, yes.
Yeah. And I think Canadians across the country are marking this November, maybe paying a bit more attention to it.
I really think so. We had the cadets out doing a canvass on Saturday, the start of our poppy drive, and the response on that first day was amazing.
Well, I'm sure it will be. Come November 11th, I know a lot of you will be watching it at home on Shaw TV, and the services are where?
In the Glenwood Centre. Please be seated by 10:15, so that and the service will start at 10:30.
Excellent. Now, we have more information to tell you about the Poppy campaign and other things, and these gentlemen have to carry the flag down to City Hall in just a few minutes, where it will be raised at 11 o'clock. But first, this is Go Island, so we're going to go to a couple of stories. Well, welcome back. You are still watching Go Island. We are still here with members of the Royal Canadian Legion as they prepare to raise the Remembrance Day flag over City Hall. Now, November 1st, of course, is the beginning of the Poppy campaign. So here is Poppy Chair Tim Murphy. Tim, this is the biggest fundraiser of the year, isn't it?
It's the only, we're only allowed to campaign for the Poppy Fund during this time once a year nationally. That's the only time we're allowed to campaign for the funds. And actually it starts on the last Friday of October. So it actually kicked off on Halloween Day.
So I should have been wearing my poppy on Halloween.
I
wasn't.
You can actually wear your poppy any time of the year you want. It's just due to the national policy, we cannot accept donations except during the actual poppy campaign, which goes from the last Friday in October to the 11th of November.
Now, tell me a little bit about where the funds that are raised in this Poppy campaign go.
They go here, most of them go back into town. We give out about $30,000 in town to the various organizations, the elder care homes where the veterans are, etc., Meals on Wheels, places like that. We also donate a certain amount to the BC Yukon Foundation, which looks after the service dogs for veterans, the PTSD program over in Vancouver to help veterans, and also from helmets to hard hats, which is a transition program.
Wow. You know, it never fails to amaze me how many programs the Royal Canadian Legion supports and has supported for decades. You do a lot of work that I think folks out there aren't always aware of.
They're not. Our program that we developed here in BC Yukon dealing with veterans, the service dog is a national, but the PTSD program this year at the convention in Edmonton, all other commands are looking at it as a prototype to use nationally. And we're hoping it goes that way to help those guys with PTSD.
Well, I'm hoping it does too. Growing awareness of that particular problem, PTSD. Tim, thank you so much for telling me about the Poppy. Well, hello again. You are still watching Go Island. We are still here with some of the gentlemen from Royal Canadian Legion Branch 293 as they prepare to march the Remembrance Day flag down to City Hall, where it will be raised very shortly at 11 o'clock. And I'm here now with Wayne Moore, Sergeant at Arms. Wayne, what does the Sergeant at Arms do?
The Sergeant at Arms is largely a ceremonial job. Essentially, or she is the keeper of the colors for the Legion. Look after the banners, any regalia, memorabilia, and ceremonial duties that have to be performed within the Legion are all my responsibility.
Excellent. And that is a large responsibility. And you say colors, that is the flags.
That's right. That's
Excellent.
right. That's a universal term given to all the flags. So.
All the flags. Now, we talked a little bit earlier with Monty Elliston about the service at Glenwood Centre. What happens on November 11th after the service at Glenwood?
Well, we go to a number of spots that have relevance to Remembrance Day in Port Alberni. First of all, we go to the Field of Honour after the ceremony at Glenwood Centre, naturally for the veterans that are buried there, commemorate them. And then just adjacent to Greenwood Cemetery is the First Nations Cemetery. There are a number of First Nations veterans that are interred there. And then we head down to the Harbour Quay for the Merchant Navy cenotaph that's down there. And then we head back to the branch and we have a small ceremony at the cenotaph outside the branch as well. So there's about 4 to 5 different spots that we go to in the course of that day. So
4 to 5 different spots, and I'm guessing as Sergeant at Arms, you're probably responsible for a lot of the protocol at all of those sites.
yeah, we try to corral people as best I can, and when the moments come along where we're going to do anything official, I try to get everybody to be quiet and make sure that everybody is sort of on the same page, before we get on with it. So.
And another thing we spoke with Monty about is I'm guessing that Remembrance Day is maybe hitting a little closer to home this year because of the incident that happened in Ottawa not very long ago.
Yes, unfortunately, that incident did kind of put things on the map as far as the public's opinion about the Legion and veterans in particular. It was very, very sad about what happened to the soldier in question, 2 soldiers actually. But in a way, it's brought the whole thing to the forefront, and it's been both a positive and negative thing. So, yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Now we're going to be heading off down the road to catch these gentlemen as they carry the flag down to City Hall in just a few minutes. But before we do that, we've got another story for you. Well, that does bring us to the end of another Go Island. I hear the members of Branch 293, Royal Canadian Legion, coming around the corner, so I'm going to leave you with them. Until we meet again, be good to each other.
Left, 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 right, left. Color party, halt! Left wheel, single file, quick, march! Color party, halt! Right, turn! Colors!
Aaron Visiev Financial's Go Island was brought to you by Aaron Visiev Financial, supporting community and providing personalized advice. Supporting community and providing personalized advice and services to clients since 1996.